So when you look for a part-time job, there are some specific things that you should watch out for. So today I came up with like 10 tips for you to look out for when you look for a part-time job. So first of all, the first question I have on my list that you need to ask yourself is, what is your interest? Like, what kind of things are you interested in? Are you interested in design? Are you interested in restaurants, working in restaurants or hotels, in the service industry? Are you a more people person? Do you like to make contacts with people? So you need to first think about what your personality is like. And then from that, pick a job that you think is or will be suitable for you. It can be a job that you're interested in, you like, but you don't necessarily have to do in the future. Uni student part-time job is a good opportunity for you to explore like the different fields that you have interest in. Okay, for example, some people, they want to go into design, but they study business. So what they do is they get part-time jobs where they design for other people, design logos or whatnot for other companies or other friends or people, and then they get money from that. That's also another kind of part-time job that is very popular now. Now, the second question you need to ask yourself, what may be your possible future career? Like, what do you think is a career you might want to do in the future? I know a lot of you majored in like therapy, things to do with hospitals, medical field. So maybe that's something you want to do in the future. But maybe in the meantime, before now and then, you can find something that is a little bit different, try it out, and see how it feels like. Because when you get into college, it's a time for you to discover possibilities for yourself. So I encourage you guys to actually go out and try something different from what you studied. Okay, question number 3. You need to ask yourself, how much time do you have for work? Because sometimes the summer part-time job will continue into like a normal semester. Sometimes a part-time job in the summer will only be a summer job. So it depends on the job you get. If you're really good at your work, it's most likely that you would still keep your job after the summer break. So you need to really know exactly how many hours you can work. Part-time jobs are usually around 4 hours to 6 hours. But if you're working like 8 or 10 hours, that means you're pretty much a full-timer. So you need to think about like the classes, your priorities. Like for example, is studying your priority or is making money your priority? But I guess if you're in school now, it means that you should focus more on studying than making money, because you have your whole life to make money once you graduate. Okay, number 4, what kind of work shift is possible or suitable for you? So for example, you may need to find a job that's like in the morning, if that suits you better, if you're a morning person or an afternoon person, or if you don't go to sleep at night at all, maybe you can work at night. So you need to find like the best time that you can work. Now, a lot of jobs out there now have very strange work shift times. Usually in the morning, they can go from 7 all the way to 3. Well, I'm talking about the service industry. And sometimes 3 to 8 or 3 to 10 for the restaurants. So it depends on the kind of job you get. But most likely, if it's a service industry job, you will be asked to rotate shifts. 轮班. Okay, number 5. where to find jobs. Okay, this is quite important. Now, apparently now we have a lot of apps that actually can help you find jobs, or like the local job sites like the 104 or the 1111 11 something. Okay, they will be able to help you find jobs online, and most likely on company websites. If you're interested in working for H&M, maybe you can go to their company site, or Uniqlo, you can go to their company website, and you may be able to get some information about their summer recruits. But it's already June now, so if you are looking for a summer job, I would encourage you to do it recently, right after your final exam. You can start hunting, job hunting, because all the other university students will be looking for summer jobs too. So it will be a little bit competitive. Okay. Now you can also, if you're going back home to your hometown, because I know a lot of you don't really come from Taichung, you guys can go to like maybe shops or nearby stores that are close to your home, because you're going to go back to your home, so most likely you want to get a job that is close to you. Some students prefer to get like fancy jobs in movie theaters and stuff like that, but I think this year, because of the coronavirus, the movie theaters may not be a good place to work, but you can still try it out. Okay, number 6, apply for working holiday. Yeah, maybe the year 2020 is not a good time to apply for working holiday or exchange student programs, but bear in mind you can always think about this and always prepare a little for this. Maybe something to do after you graduate. Okay. Number 7, when you go to an interview, remember to dress appropriately. Okay, dress to kill. So what I meant is that you don't want to go to an interview in a mini skirt or like jeans. You want to dress more formally for any kind of interview. Okay, so when you go for a job interview, there are 3 things that you need to prepare in aspects for English. The first thing is a self-introduction. I would say somewhere about a minute would be enough, because in the real world, nobody really wants to listen or pay attention to like a 3 to 5 minute speech. Unless your speech is very exciting, but most of the time, a minute self-intro is good. I think we did a self-introduction earlier in our semester year. So if you want to go back to your notes from last semester, you may be able to find some information on that, and then you can use that or try to memorize a little or some of it for your job interview. But do not take a piece of paper into the job interview and read out your self-introduction. That would be really bad. So try to remember it. Okay, the second thing is English interview questions. Well, this doesn't really matter if you're applying for a local Taiwanese company, but this could be important if you're applying for, let's say, hotels, let's say American restaurants, or let's say foreign-based businesses. For example, like some restaurants that are from America, such as TGI Fridays, I know that if you want to get into their restaurant to work as a waiter or a bartender, you need to go through an English interview. And the better your English is, the better the pay is. So it really depends on where you work. So if you want to work in those scenes where you will be most likely to see like foreigners, let's say also like in hotels, you will need to prepare some English interview answers.